Hey, I'm John from Frugal Off-Grid. I live off-grid in the high desert of Arizona. We're in the middle of nowhere right now on my homestead where I'm assembling my 77 C10 farm truck engine. This is step 3. I'm going to install the pistons and attach them to the crankshaft. You can follow along and watch all of the steps that led up to this if you'd like to. I've got a cheap cylinder compressor here, and all of these pistons already are gapped so that their rings are accurately pointed, and you can look in your book to know exactly how to do this. They usually put rubber covers over the bolts. I don't really have anything for that, so I'm just going to be really careful. And the front of the piston points to the front. The crank is at bottom dead center. So this goes around like so. Okay. Nice and gentle, kind of slide it in here. I'm not hitting it real hard, just nice and easy straight down. Take a peek here. Yeah, it's coming through just right. Oh, yeah, you can hear it popping in, huh? Okay. So that one's in. And then just going to guide it down. I need to put some engine. I probably should have put the assembly lube on that bearing first, but I can reach in there. So you see the arrow points forward. Just taking it nice and easy. And here's a look underneath. You can see it lining up just right. So I'll go ahead and tap that down, and then we can bolt it together. As I'm assembling the cap on the top here, you want the two mating parts. You see the little bump? You want those to both be on the same side as you slide this on, and then you can bolt it up. And I will go ahead and torque them down in 3 sections, I guess. You know, starting at the very lowest and then working the way up until the torque specified. So that's all there is to it, and I just have to repeat that 6 times. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing, but I figured we can record it one more time. Oh, I gotta just do this, I see. Oh, wow. Alright. Oh, first I have to take these bolts off. So I need to actually change my ratchet. I've got the torque set up with the socket. So yeah, they're tight. So these nuts need to come off. Okay, this guy needs to pop off. Oh, that was easy, the cap. Okay. Now I'm going to rotate the crank until it's at bottom dead center. Just eyeball it. Rings are gapped. Arrow goes forward to the front of the engine. We can put this guy on there. Tighten it down. Try to keep it square. Okay. So this bottom piece needs the bearing. So we'll just slide this in here. Okay, so you see there's a gap there for it to slide into. And this piece also needs to have the bearing slid into it. There's a gap on this side, so you line it up. Just slide it in there. Okay, I found out that it's best to just put a little bit of lube on both of these right now. Can't get your fingers in the bottom very easy once it's already assembled, so put that on there. Okay, now we can line this up. Arrow points toward the front of the engine. A little bit of WD around the edges. Okay, I'm going to make sure that it's not going to bang the sides. Looks like it's nice and lined up smoothly. And then we can tap it in. We can tap it in gently. Gonna make sure that it's still lined up good. Yeah. There it is. So this can now be tapped until it lines up. Just use your fingers to guide the screws over. Okay, till it stops. Now you're going to line up the two tangs here so that they're the same on both. They're on the same side. And then just throw the nuts back on. So here's the first one I did. And now you see this is at bottom dead center. And I'm just going to tap this on there and throw the nuts on. I'll switch back to the torque wrench. And it's set at 10 pounds. That's 10 foot-pounds. Okay. Then I'll move it up. We'll go to 20. It says in the book that this should be done in 3 steps, so I'm just following everything the book says. Okay, and then 35 pounds is the top. Okay. There it is. And that's it, guys. All 6 cylinders have been installed and attached to the crankshaft. The next steps will be to put in the gear on the front of the crank. I need to assemble the new cam. That's an RV cam. And I've got a new gear for it as well. I'll use a little thread lock to put that in. You know, head, cam, oil pan, oil pump. Start to assemble the entire engine. And of course, we'll fire it right up, right?